Welcome to all. In this mathematics video, we study how to find an axis of symmetry and asymptote to trace the Cartesian curve. Let's go step by step. So in this step, we find an axis of symmetry. So there are different standard axes of symmetry. Let's go one by one. So symmetric about x-axis. Now to find an symmetric about x-axis, if all power of y are even, we get that curve is nothing but symmetric about x-axis. So if you observe here, there is only y term whose power is 2. So obviously this curve is symmetric about x-axis. Let's understand this with the help of diagram. So if you observe this curve, and if this is a mirror, exactly the mirror image is here. This is called a symmetric about the x-axis. Now let's go for the second axis, that is symmetric about y-axis. So if you guess, the symmetric about y-axis is nothing but if all the power of x are even, then it is symmetric about y-axis. So if you consider this example, there is only single term of x and the power is 2. So this is obviously the symmetric about y-axis. Let's understand this with the help of an diagram. So if you consider this is a mirror, and if you draw this curve, so symmetric about y-axis, obviously we get this. So this is called symmetric about y-axis. Hope you understand this. Before going for the next step, subscribe the channel, press the bell icon to get the new updates. So the next axis of symmetry is about x and y axis. So when we say that the curve is symmetric about x and y axis, so if all power of x and y are even, then the given curve is symmetric about x and y axis. For example, if you observe here, the power of x is 2 and the power of y is 2. So these are only the two terms containing x and y, and powers are even. So it is symmetric about x and y axis. Now let's understand this with the help of diagram. So this is nothing but one of the mirror and this is nothing but one of the mirror. So if you observe, so if you draw this curve, so this is nothing but x-axis, this is nothing but y-axis. So symmetric about x and y gives us, so this mirror gives us this mirror image, and if you know that this x is nothing but again the axis of symmetry, so we get this mirror image like this. The mirror image of this half curve is like this. So what we get in circle. So this is nothing but your symmetry about x and y axis. Now let's go for the next axis, that is symmetric about opposite quadrant or origin. So replace x by minus x and y by minus y. If the equation of the curve remains same, then that particular curve is symmetric about opposite quadrant or origin. Let's take one example. So x is equal to minus y cube, and if you replace x by minus x, here we get minus x, and if you replace y by minus y, we get minus y cube, and negative minus minus get cancelled, so the equation remains same. Means this example is nothing but the symmetry about an quadrant or origin. Let's understand this with the help of an diagram. So these are nothing but the first quadrant, second, third, fourth, and this is nothing but your origin. So if the curve is like this, symmetry about an origin or opposite quadrant gives an image. So consider this point as a mirror. So we get an image like this. So this is nothing but the resultant. This is called the symmetry about the origin or opposite quadrant. Now let's go for the next axis of symmetry, symmetry about y equal to x. So if you observe y equal to x, it suggests that if we replace x by y and y by x and the equation remains same, then it is symmetric about y equal to x line. So if we replace this x by y and y by x, we get yx is equal to minus 10, means equation remains same. It means it is symmetric about y equal to x. Let's understand with the help of an example, with the help of a diagram. So xy is equal to minus 10. Suppose this is an curve. This is nothing but your y equal to x is a mirror. So obviously we get the reflection here only. So this is nothing but resultant, and this is called symmetricity about y equal to x. Let's go for the next axis of symmetry, that is y equal to minus x. So it suggests that if we replace y by minus x, that is replacing x by minus y and y by minus x, the equation remains same, then it is symmetric about y equal to minus x. So consider xy is equal to 10. If we replace x by minus y, we get here minus y, and y by minus x, we get minus x. So minus y into minus x, we get plus yx. So yx is equal to 10, means equation remain unchanged. So let's understand this with the help of a diagram. So this is nothing but the curve, and this is nothing but y equal to minus x line. So consider this as a mirror. So what we get in the reflection, so this is nothing but the mirror image of this, that is called a symmetricity about y equal to minus x. Now let's understand what is an asymptote and how to find out an asymptote. So write a given equation curve in a simple form. Also write a degree of x and y. This we require to find an asymptote. So what is an asymptote? So asymptote are nothing but the tangent to the curve at infinity. Now what is the meaning of this? So curve is never touches that particular line. So curve is like the just passing near and near to that line. So either the curve is like this or like this towards the infinity, similarly to the downward side towards the infinity for the vertical line. And for x-axis, this is for y-axis, this is for x-axis. For x-axis again, the curve is like this towards the infinity, touches to that x-axis, similarly to the right hand side also towards the infinity, touches to the x-axis. So this is nothing but an asymptote. Asymptotes are nothing but a tangent to the curve at infinity, which never touches at any particular point. It touches at infinity only. Now first understand the asymptote. How to find it an asymptote parallel to x-axis. So equate the coefficient of highest power of x to 0, we get an equation of an asymptote. Remember this, we have to equate the coefficient of highest power of x to the 0, we get an equation of an asymptote which is parallel to x-axis. Let's understand this with the help of example. X square in bracket a square minus y square is equal to a square y square. So we write it first of all in the simplest form. So this is nothing but the highest power of x. So this is nothing but your highest power of x. So the coefficient of this is a square minus y square. We equate to the 0. We get a square is equal to y square, that is y equal to plus or minus a is nothing but your equations of asymptote parallel to x-axis. So the look like this. So this is your x-axis, this is nothing but your y equal to a line, this is nothing but y equal to minus a line, and this green shade suggests that this is nothing but the possibilities of the curve, that is nothing but asymptote, that is nothing but a curve touches to that particular line at infinity. So these are the possibilities. Now let's understand the asymptote parallel to y-axis. So equating the coefficient of highest power of y here to the 0, we have to equate the coefficient. So by equating the coefficient of highest power of y to 0, we get an equation of asymptote parallel to y-axis. Let me understand with the help of an example. Y square a plus x, x square a minus x. The highest power of y is 2 and its coefficient is a plus x. So by comparing this coefficient with 0, that is a plus x is equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus a. So this is nothing but your y-axis, this is nothing but your x-axis, and this is nothing but x is equal to minus a. The possibilities of curve are nothing but these 4 options. Last type of the asymptote, that is oblique asymptote. If the curve is symmetric about x or y or x or y, we are not going to find an oblique asymptote. So when the curve is not symmetric about x and y axis, then only we can check the oblique asymptote. Now how to check this? Put y equal to mx plus c into the equation of a curve. Equate. So this y equal to mx plus c is nothing but our oblique asymptote. Once we substitute y equal to mx plus c into the equation, we need to find the value of m and c. Now for that we require 2 conditions. So equating 2 successive highest power of x to 0, we can find the value of m and c. Let's understand this with the help of an example. X cube plus y cube is equal to 9xy. So all power of x and y are odd, so it is not symmetric about x and y. So we can find the oblique asymptote. So first of all we put y equal to mx plus c into this equation. Now our job to find the value of m and c. So we get in this equation of asymptote. So when we substitute y equal to mx plus c, we get x cube, mx plus c cube is equal to 9x into mx plus c. So by simplifying this bracket, we get mx cube, that is m cube x cube plus 3 times m square x square into c plus 3 times mx c square plus c cube is equal to, multiplying this 9x to inside, we get 9mx square plus 9xc. Now our job to find an 2 consecutive or successive highest power of x. The first power is x cube and the second power is x square. So we are collecting the similar terms. So these are the 2 terms with the power x cube and these are the 2 terms with the power x square. So we have to take this to the left hand side. So we get 3m square x square c minus 9mx square. So collecting the 2 power, that is the highest power of x is 3 and the next higher power is 2. So collecting this 2 power, we get x cube plus m cube x cube equal to 0. That implies we take x cube outside. So 1 plus m cube is equal to 0. That is m cube is equal to minus 1, that is m is equal to minus 1. Similarly, if we take this term to the left hand side, we get 3m square x square c minus 9mx square equal to 0. Taking x square outside, we get 3m square c minus 9m. So 3m square c minus 9m equal to 0, and we already know what is the value of m, that is minus 1. We substituting that value, we get 3 minus 1 square c minus 9 minus 1, that is 3c plus 9 equal to 0, that is c is equal to minus c. Therefore, the required equation of an asymptote is y equal to m. Value of m is minus 1 and c is minus 3. So this is how we find an equation of oblique asymptote. Now how to draw this asymptote? Now to draw this asymptote, first we draw the line y equal to minus x. Now after drawing this line y equal to minus x, our equation is y equal to minus x minus 3. So we shift this by minus 3, means downwards towards the negative sign by 3. We get the curve, that is asymptote, is like this, which touches to the x-axis as minus 3 and y-axis at minus 3. And these green lines are nothing but the possible curves, that is asymptote. So this is how we can draw the asymptote. Thank you. Visit again, subscribe the channel to get the new updates. Do your best. Thank you.